EV car maker Eli launches its $11,900 electro microcar in the US. Very soon, a new name in the automotive industry might change the way we see vehicles and usher in a new era for electric vehicles and automobiles as a whole. This new name is Eli, and its innovation is a microcar called Eli Zero. But before going too deep into what this innovation is, let's talk about microcars for a second. Microcars are like pocket-sized superheroes of the automotive world, perfect for navigating city streets and tight parking spots. In Europe, they go by the name quadricycles, while in the US, they're often dubbed low-speed vehicles, or LSVs, or neighborhood electric vehicles, NEVs for short. Now, historically, this niche hasn't exactly been a gold mine for new players. Many have tried and, well, fizzled out faster than a firework on a rainy day, barely moving a handful of units. This is the exact niche that led Eli Electric to launch the Eli Zero electric microcar. Not only is this exciting news for urban travelers in the US, they're also throwing open the doors for reservations, making a significant step in their journey stateside. Unlike other electric microcars that came before it, the Eli Zero has been turning heads and winning hearts wherever it goes. Already a hit in Europe and Asia, with hundreds zipping around town, it's clear that they've tapped into something special. And they've decided to bring that magic across the pond. Yeah, you heard that right. The Eli Zero is making its grand entrance in the US. And they're kicking things off with a bang by offering reservations for a mere $200. Fully refundable, no strings attached. And get this, the price tag for this pint-sized wonder? Just $11,900. Yeah, that's right, it's less than some of those fancy smartphones these days. Now, here's the kicker. Deliveries are slated to start rolling out in the third quarter of 2024. So if you're one of these savvy folks who hop on the reservation train early, you won't have to twiddle your thumbs for long before you're cruising the streets in your very own Eli Zero. In a world where bigger isn't always better, Eli Electric is proving that good things really do come in small packages. So if you're ready to join the micro revolution, now's your chance to snag a spot in line for the ride of a lifetime. But enough of the free promo. Let's get into why you might want to get one. Eli Electric's journey into the US market got a turbo boost with their upgraded version of the Eli Zero. This souped-up model is tailored to meet the rigorous standards set by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA, for low-speed vehicles, making it street legal nationwide. Translation? You can take this baby for a spin on roads with speed limits up to 35 miles an hour, which, let's face it, covers most city roads. Now, here's where it gets even more exciting. Eli's ramped up their production game, gearing up to churn out a whopping 4,000 vehicles every year. And to get these sleek machines into the hands of eager drivers, they're rolling out a dealership model across the US. But why all the fuss, you might ask? Well, according to Marcus Lee, the brain behind Eli Electric, it's about more than just selling cars. It's about revolutionizing urban travel. By introducing compact and nimble electric vehicles like the Eli Zero, they're not just offering a ride, they're offering a lifestyle upgrade. Picture this: less gridlock, easier parking, and a chance to rediscover your city in a whole new way. It's about making urban life smoother, greener, and, dare we say, more enjoyable. So while Eli Electric may be in the business of selling cars, its mission goes way beyond that. They're on a quest to reshape how we navigate our cities, one electric microcar at a time. And if Marcus Lee has anything to say about it, the future looks bright and a whole lot more fun. The Eli Zero may be small in size, but it packs a punch when it comes to performance and practicality. So let's break down some of its key features. First, let's talk about juice. This little champ boasts a beefy 8 kWh lithium iron phosphate 4 battery, which is pretty hefty for a vehicle in its class. In Europe, it can cover over 60 miles or 100 kilometers on a single charge. But hold on to your hats, because the US model is getting an upgrade to a whopping 90 miles or 145 kilometers. That's some serious range for a vehicle this size. Now, when it's time to juice up, the Eli Zero doesn't mess around. With a 3.2 kilowatt onboard charger, you can plug it in and be back on the road in under 3 hours with a 240 VAC outlet, or just under 5 hours with a 120 VAC outlet. Quick pit stop, anyone? But don't let its modest speed limit fool you. Capping out at 25 miles an hour or 40 kilometers an hour might seem slow, but it's all about staying street legal and safe within federal regulations. Now let's talk storage. Despite its compact size, the Eli Zero doesn't skimp on cargo space. With a 160-liter or 5.6 cubic feet trunk in the back, you've got room for groceries, gym bags, or whatever else life throws your way. It's not massive, but hey, it gets the job done. And speaking of size, let's put things into perspective. At just 88 inches long, the Eli Zero is shorter than the width of a GMC Hummer EV. And yeah, you heard that right. Talk about efficient use of space. So whether you're squeezing into a tight spot at the grocery store or navigating the urban jungle, this little car's got your back. The Eli Zero might not fit the traditional definition of a car, but don't let its size fool you. It's packed with features that'll make you feel like you're driving in a full-size sedan. First off, let's talk about comfort. With the heat and AC, you can keep the cabin cozy or cool no matter the weather outside. And with keyless entry and start, hopping in and out and hitting the road is a breeze. But it's not just about comfort. This little powerhouse also comes equipped with some serious tech. Power steering makes maneuvering a cinch, while anti-lock brakes and an electric parking brake keep you safe and in control. Plus, with a rear-view camera and radar sensors for parking, parallel parking just got a whole lot easier. And let's not forget about the extras. The tilting sunroof adds a touch of luxury, while the optional Sony infotainment center takes things to the next level with CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, which means I wouldn't mind taking this little baby on a road trip or two. But here's the kicker. Despite all these car-level features, the Eli Zero still maintains its nimble and compact design. That is, until you hit the 25-mile-per-hour speed limiter. Then it's off to the races. Well, within legal limits, of course. And if you think that's impressive, just wait. Eli Electric has teased that they'll be unveiling even more groundbreaking features before the official launch later this year. We're not the only ones full of praise for the new microcar. Experts are singing praises for the Eli Zero, and it's not hard to see why. These tiny powerhouses are shaping up to be just what the doctor ordered for the US market. For starters, they're the perfect antidote to the oversized SUV craze that's been sweeping the nation. With cities getting more and more crowded by the day, smaller, more nimble vehicles like the Eli Zero are a breath of fresh air. They're easier to drive, easier to park, and let's face it, they're just plain cool. But don't let their small size fool you. Inside, they're surprisingly roomy. Thanks to some clever design tricks like transparent doors that'll create the illusion of space, you'll forget you're in a microcar at all. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the price tag. Some naysayers might write off the Eli Zero as a bit of an overpriced golf cart, but they couldn't be more wrong. Not only is it cheaper than your average golf cart these days, seriously, have you seen those prices lately? But it's also packed with features that put it miles ahead. We're talking about air conditioning, parking sensors, and keyless entry. The works. Of course, it's not for everyone. If you're carting around a family of 4 or planning road trips across state lines, you might need something with a bit more power. But for city dwellers looking for a convenient, eco-friendly way to get around, the Eli Zero is a no-brainer. After all, who wouldn't want to cruise around town in one of these sleek little rides? Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video. This gives the channel some much-needed exposure and allows you to enjoy more videos like this.